Welcome to another lesson to English with Kornel. In today's class, we are focusing on writing for B2 to C1 level. A language has 4 areas: reading, listening, speaking, writing. Now the first two, reading and listening, are usually easier than writing and speaking. Have you ever had this experience before? That when you are reading something in English, you can understand nearly all of it. But when it comes to writing, you just can't find the words. That is because reading is easier than producing when you actually have to create the language. We are going to focus on writing today. This is a document that I have done many times before with my private clients, and it has helped them a lot to improve their English, their writing skills. It creates a structure that you can use when you are writing. Let's go. Okay, so by the end of today's lesson, I will want you to write about a skill you would like to learn. Okay, and explain why. In this, you're going to use advanced vocabulary and linking devices. These are very, very important if you want to hit the C1 level. You must use big English words and linking words and phrases. So let's look at these. Okay. Vocabulary builder. Advanced adjectives. Do you know the meaning of these words? Have you seen them before? Valuable, challenging, rewarding, time-consuming, insightful, fulfilling, hands-on, well-rounded, demanding. What do these mean? You can just translate these into your own language and you will get the perfect understanding of it. But I can try to explain their meaning. Valuable is something important. Challenging is something difficult. Rewarding is something that it makes you feel good. If you do something rewarding, usually it makes you feel good inside. Time-consuming. It takes a lot of time. Insightful. Helpful. Fulfilling. Similar to rewarding. It makes you feel good. Usually an emotion, a fulfilling thing. You help someone. It's fulfilling. Hands-on. Hands-on means practical. Well-rounded. For example, a person who is well-rounded is good at many things. A professional is good at one thing, is excellent at one thing. But a well-rounded person is good at many different areas. Demanding, difficult. If you do something that is demanding, it's very difficult. Okay, let's go on to the linking words and phrases. First and foremost, in addition, on the one hand, on the other hand, as a result, from my perspective. What makes it even more appealing is that, to sum up, you want to start your sentences with these. This is to introduce the most important idea of the topic. In addition, is to add another reason. If you have an argument, you can say on the one hand, and to present the other side of the argument, you can say on the other hand. As a result is the result of something. From my perspective is your opinion, what you think. What makes it even more appealing is that. So this is another reason why this idea is good. To sum up is to summarize your idea. So roughly as it's placed out, you want sum up as in the last paragraph where you're summarizing. First and foremost is going to be somewhere in the first few paragraphs where you're introducing your point, and these are in between. So let's look at some examples. A skill I would really like to develop is public speaking. First and foremost, it's a highly valuable and well-rounded ability that can be useful in many areas of life, from professional presentations to social events. From my perspective, speaking clearly and confidently in front of an audience shows leadership and self-control. In addition, becoming a strong speaker is often intellectually stimulating, as it forces you to organize your ideas and think quickly under pressure. What makes it even more appealing is that it can boost self-esteem and open new career opportunities. To sum up, although public speaking can be demanding, it's a rewarding skill that I believe would help me grow both personally and professionally. Okay, so that was a C1 answer. I want you to write something like this. In fact, you can kind of just copy it. Just change it to the skill that you want to learn and use the adjectives and linking devices that are suitable. So here is another example. This person wants to learn how to cook. But this time, I broke the whole thing down into different paragraphs from start to finish. So this is very similar to the previous text. Only here, we can look at the reasons why we are saying each of these. So first, we want to name the skill and give a general reason. Then give the key reason with a strong adjective. Give your personal opinion, add another benefit. You can add another benefit, an extra benefit, or social angle, and a strong conclusion to finalize what you are saying. In the conclusion, you want to summarize what you have said before. One skill I've always wanted to learn is cooking. First and foremost, it's a hands-on and fulfilling activity that allows for daily creativity. From my perspective, being able to cook well shows independence and care for others. In addition, cooking is insightful because it teaches patience, planning, and even cultural understanding. What makes it even more appealing is that it's something you can share with friends and family. To sum up, learning to cook may be time-consuming, but the benefits are both personal and social. Right, now we have two examples. We have the cooking example and the previous example, the public speaking one. So I would advise you to pause the video wherever you need it. You can pause it first and look at the adjectives, try to learn them, translate them to your own language, and then look at the linking devices. You can translate those as well, but then come and look at the text, because this is where we put it into practice. This is where you can see where everything goes exactly. Here. And another one. Here. As I said, you can copy this. copy the body of it, the skeleton of it. Copy the linking phrases, the linking devices. You can use the exact same order. You can start, in fact, start your sentences with the bold. Okay, so all you have to do is write down this, copy this, and then finish it with your own idea. Copy this, finish it with your own idea. Copy this, same thing, same thing, same thing, same thing. And in the end, you will have a text, a writing that is very close to C1 or high B2. Of course, depending on your level. This is for people who are already at a high level of English. In the end, you can email me your writings, and if you want, I will check them. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this exercise, subscribe and like for more.